are back again.
Adjust our scores.
I had an opportunity to touch base with some of the players, and spirits are high. People are confident. I think there's definitely some, you got to figure out what your role is on your team. I think that's one of the trickiest parts of week number 1. I think this is where you start to see the most changes in terms of, who's going to be the healer, who's the tank, who's the DPS. I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Some players have taken an opportunity to really talk through who's good and who's capable of doing what. Other teams really haven't. So we're going to see what they're able to bring to the table and go from there. Going to see the Sombra pick on the offense. Personally, I really like that.
Doomfist.
She's really good at pushing through, and I didn't actually even see the Doomfist. So hopefully this pick stays, because for those of you that have been playing on comp or playing recently, know how strong Doomfist is.
Yes.
Which is very strong is the answer to that.
Very strong.
Looking at the team, though, that he's playing against, Fair's pretty good against Doomfist, but
really good.
Winston can get eaten up pretty well. So can Soldier. So
yeah,
let's see what Dish Boy's able to dish out. All right, no more.
Here we
no
go.
more puns like that.
That was still good.
Was that right?
Yeah.
So they're hiding the Doomfist pick. It looks like they don't want them to know that.
Yeah.
The Fister's coming for him. And they're taking that upper portion. Oh, Sombra, you missed your jump.
Oh, no. She's down below, going up and through the house. Doomfist is up and behind enemy lines at this point, but jumps on back.
They're just kind of jumping around right now. They're playing tag.
Yeah.
But there's Doomfist starting to come in there, though. But you got to be careful. If your team's not with you, you're going to get shredded.
Oh.
But Winston goes down.
I'd be nervous as Doomfist with Farah.
Absolutely.
Tight corridor, knowing what damage Randy put down last time.
And Kraken picks up some early kills here. And really stabilizes here.
Oh, they managed to take out Randy. Ninja's doing his job there as the hit scan.
So really important plays there. Going to see them kind of start to push through here. Ooh, this Deadeye's going to be nice.
There's going to be a big Deadeye if he can pull it off right.
Ooh, they opt to save it.
Interesting.
Good control. Sipiter doesn't have his ult up. Big guy slamming bodies down like crazy. Randy's up there. Probably isn't going to be able to retake this point.
Good call on Ryan there, kind of pulling back a little bit, not overextending, keeping the team protected, letting him capture the payload, move forward. We still got that Deadeye.
Yeah, that was really good control by Ninja there. No reason to really waste it. Their team was doing a really good job moving forward. Big guy was ulted. They made the right decision there just to kind of let it go. Nobody was on the payload there for a little second.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And they all take a big Ana nade in the face.
Those Ana nades, I'm telling you, they're really making a big change in these offensive pushes. It's initiating it almost every time, I feel.
The other nice thing for Ninja here doing this McCree this Deadeye, there's really nothing to stop this except for the Winston bubble. So he could ult multiple times.
Yeah. As soon as that goes down. Oh, shoot.
To hold it
what
just
a
little bit. Yeah.
Oh.
You don't
I'm still waiting for a Doomfist play to come out of the woodwork here. Not like that.
Oh, it's a lot of ults.
Wow, a little combo action there. Oh my.
So that's a team kill right there
Yeah.
for Kraken, but it was an expensive team kill. That's Zarya ult, that's
The
Farah
Farah
ult,
ult.
and that's a Soldier ult.
Oh,
On
I
the
didn't even
backs
see
of
the
Sipiter's
Soldier
ult. So they're looking at it. That was a very expensive ult for them. And especially because now Team Hydra is going to be able to respond with a lot of ults of their own. And if they're smart about this, it's really gonna hurt. Yeah. To be able to see the Sombra ult come out.
Yeah, almost. She's still holding on to it. Wow. Mofo for sure. He is doing some serious Winston damage. Noticeable Winston damage the last 2 games here.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Picking up a lot of kills there. Just always staying up. A really good Winston with the support of the healers. Definitely able to just tear through the damage. He's really good at knowing his limits of how
Yes.
far he can go and when he needs to back out. That's definitely a hallmark of a really strong Winston player. He stays within range of his healers. Can also...
And being a new Winston player myself, I'm appreciating watching this play as well, because there are times where I'm going, just push it a little further, and he doesn't, and it's paying dividends. Nice
Big
ult there.
ult. We got
Bam.
it. Followed up right there.
A couple of follow-ups. No.
Just
No.
really was not able to turn it around there.
We need a soundboard. That was a womp womp.
We could use a soundboard.
Yeah.
They just did not turn that around. That was a great ult out of there, Ryan.
Very good.
A pretty good EMP, but nothing turned around for them there.
That's disappointing. I'm gonna blame their DPS on this. I'm gonna say you need that. I feel
We gotta move away from blaming and just accept that it's what happened.
Do the damage after that Rhine ult. Oh my. Binsu with Randy doing it again.
They're just
backing up.
They're having a lot of trouble connecting anything here.
They're having a really difficult time.
Ninja though pops a great ult, but
Yeah.
it's amongst all the other damage that's going down.
Wow. That is a kill stream right there. Mofo for sure.
Again, yeah, he's just connecting so consistently with that Winston play.
Yeah, very well done.
If I'm Team Hydra, I'm thinking I keep seeing Mofo shows face that.
I'm hearing Reaper. That's what I'm hearing.
I was gonna say that's really what we need to see right now.
Shut that down, folks. Or maybe I would even say if you could just get something to disrupt his aggression. I mean, you could almost do a tracer if you really wanted, just to play with him.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think unfortunately the Sombra's just not doing a whole lot.
No, not as much as she should be. Randy, though, my God.
Well, there's not a whole lot to contest Randy either, so I think that's additionally making it look good. I mean, you got Ninja on there, but Randy's also got the pharmacy action going on. It's just too hard to deal with.
Oh, so
nice ult there. Did you see? Or a nice charge coming out. They pick up a kill, and now finally Hydra's got an opportunity to make something happen. There we go. Popping the ult.
Now we get the push on the payload. There we go.
They got to pick that up. Ooh. But Randy just constantly blasts him. Here we go. He's going to fly right over him. Nice move.
Nice.
Look at that. That was beautiful.
That, deja vu right there.
That was poetry right there with those moves right there. Rexall tossing the ult. Randy floats right over. Not a chance. That was a beautiful ult combination.
Wow.
That's going in the highlight reel.
That is definitely well done.
I hope that's play of the game so that everyone can appreciate how good that combination of ults was.
Wow. That's that ult synergy we're talking about right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, put that together. Jeez.
You know, we consistently see Pharah players in this league excelling. It's very cool to see.
Yeah, the Pharah play is fun to watch. It's interesting because you've got a you've got a projectile focused hero. You've got your flying ability, and you're relying a lot on the environment for your cover because she's not terribly strong in terms of taking damage. I mean, if you get a decent hit scan, we saw in the previous game, we saw a Soldier who had great tracking and just took him out. Or took her out, rather.
All right. So for Hydra, even though they weren't able to make it very far down the alley, they can still hold this first point. It's definitely holdable.
Yeah. Well, they have two. I mean, if you look at it, you have two opportunities here you can take advantage of. One, obviously holding this cap, which you can hold for a pretty long time. I mean, you see from time and time again teams capping this with OT. So it's not something that you need to grab immediately. They'll have some time there, and then you've got all that time till they get to the point, which is not very far, but still, you could argue they have two opportunities to group and defend it.
Gotta be careful with this turret placement. One of the big issues with this is that the turret doesn't assist that much in deflecting it down the choke. You want to make teams decide, do I go for your turret or do I go for you?
Yeah.
This is also a very aggressive position here.
How is he going to come out of that? He doesn't.
So, a couple of you definitely also want to make sure that your turret's charged up. All right. Anyways, we're gonna keep going here. Spice though, really picking up this tracer.
What was the end game for that Torb
Probably
move,
trying to pick up a couple kills at the front end. So Dish Boy here set up a good Orisa defense. Does make it kind of hard. I know Winston is technically the counter, but if you don't have a good push and you're second guessing your push, you can easily end up getting shredded by an Orisa. Now we've got
the
Bastion up there as well. And this I think is going to work a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you've got a little bit of high cover as opposed to a run.
Randy popping off on that Widow. Didn't even see him up here.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
no.
going ding
Randy,
after
what in
ding.
Randy. Jeez.
So this is going to be hard for Team Hydra to recollect themselves. They cannot stagger.
Don't bleed in there, guys. Collect it. Collect it.
Ooh, nice tries there out of Zenyatta. I think that aggressive positioning by that Bastion might have been a little bit of a misplay there. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, I feel like they should have had that set up a little bit further back, maybe.
Yeah, I think that probably would have made a little bit more sense.
Wow, they're all stuck in the room there. Good protection bubble on their Mercy there, that's for sure.
Yeah, Dish Boy's looking at having a lot of
charge, but take it down quickly.
Cupcakey, really playing the offensive role here.
Yeah,
they're looking very comfortable pushing this down.
This is got to be one of the more aggressive Zens we've seen, hands down.
So while they might be fighting up front, they're not going to have enough time to get to this point, and that's going to be it. So,
get on the payload, guys.
Oh,
on the payload, guys.
That was huge.
Wow.
That just bought them just a little bit extra time to at least give them a prayer of getting back into this.
Oh, and we have an ult ready from Mercy here. Wow.
Ninja pops the ult, keeping him up. Oh, man, that was huge.
I cannot
The big guy gets
believe
taken out by Randy.
Mofo for sure.
This boy trying to stay up just a little bit longer.
He knew that was a last-ditch effort there.
And Kraken almost gave that up right there. I thought Hydra was going to get back in there.
Wow.
Dropping that payload just for that little bit of time allowed the Diva big guy to get in there, cap it almost, but dropped it.
I think we've all been there. We've seen that before. You get that overconfidence, forget about the payload, and you get that couple extra seconds makes a big difference. Let's see, there were a lot of good plays of game here. We got Randy at one of his fair plays. I don't know which.
I think it's going to be, this Rexall one. This is awesome right here. Look at that. The ult comes in, he's right behind him. They don't even see it coming.
It's like the perfect height.
Oh, boom, just one after another. Great synergy there on those hits.
All right.
So this game is coming up all Hydra.
It is.
Or no, Kraken.
No. Kraken. All Kraken.
It is pretty tough. And I know I was reading some of the chatter about some of the tilt component. I do think that comes into play here when you get kind of shut down pretty hard. I think as Team Hydra starts to disengage a little bit from these losses, it's hard to recollect yourselves and figure out, what are we going to do here? What's not working? Something is not working, and we need to reconsider that. Just right out the gate, we got some positioning stuff that I really think they need to work on. I don't know what their level of communication is on the team, but everybody's responsible for making sure that their team is coordinated and working together. People are kind of off doing their own stuff. You're not going to have as successful as a team as you could.
And I think we saw some of the crucial positioning comes to the stationary. We saw Torbjorn in the first game had to do with his positioning in the turret, and we just saw Bastion positioning there where I felt that those were really big pivots in the game that caused it to turn one way or another. And again, like we were saying earlier, if you listen to the stream, our Torbjorn play in the league has not been overwhelming. We don't see a lot of Torb play, so it's good to see him in game. But there's definitely varying opinions on where to place that turret on these maps.
I think that's one thing we've seen a couple times, even in the last game. You want to be careful of that turret. We don't want to be... The turret's not that good at contesting the choke for most players, because most players can shoot through it, fly over it. We know Randy's playing fair. You gotta be careful.
Well, and if you have the distance on the turret, it's so much easier to take out. And what we saw right there in King's Row, you place it where you had all that distance. Yeah. You can quickly go in and out with your projectiles so it's gone immediately, as opposed to having in those tight corners where they're going to have to decide, like you said, am I going for the player or am I going for the turret? I have to choose one or the other because I'm going down.
Exactly. And that's where you capitalize on that confusion. Let's